today I'm going to be walking you through how to properly do a bench press. So are you familiar with the exercise a little bit? Okay, so I'll just tell you what we're going to do anyway. So we're going to do it bench press with a barbell. Sometimes you'll see people doing a chest press with dumbbells, but today we're just going to be doing it actually with a barbell. So what this exercise is targeting the muscles it's focusing on, definitely the chest muscles. It's also using your triceps because that's the muscle that's used when you extend your elbows, so it's going to focus a little bit on the triceps as well. And then same with your shoulders because you're going to have to use them to stabilize yourself. So those are kind of the prime movers. It is an upper body exercise, obviously. So and kind of what this will help you with in like day-to-day, it's pretty much any pushing motion. So it might seem like it doesn't really relate, but everything from like opening a door, if you had to like move a heavy object out of the way, this is what it would help with. So, and it's going to help us all develop a lot of upper body strength as well. So first I'm just going to show you how to properly do the exercise. So we'll start with that. I'm just going to do it with a regular barbell instead of the actual bench press bench, just because it's a little loud out there, so it's easier for me to explain it to you in here. And then we'll move you out there. We'll do it out there. We're going to play around with the weight a little bit, so we get you in the range where you're going to do 8 to 10 repetitions of the exercise. And then after that, I'm going to show you kind of an alternative to that, something that's going to work the same kind of muscles but in a different way. And then after we do all that, I'm going to finish off and give you some guidelines on how to train this exercise. Sound good? Okay. So first I'm going to demonstrate to you the exercise. Again, as I said before, this isn't how I'm going to help you get into it, but I will explain. But again, we're just doing it in here because it's a little bit noisy out there, so it'll be easier for you to hear me clearly. So I'm going to show you how to do this 3 times. I'll do 4 repetitions of each one, and I just kind of want you to watch me from different angles, just so you can get a good idea of what it should look like all around, if that makes sense. So to start, you are going to lay back. Have you seen what a bench press looks like? So the barbell is already going to be set up here. I'm going to help you move the weight so that your starting position will be here. So really important here, you want to keep your shoulders back. Your feet should be flat on the ground with your knees at a 90-degree angle. You want your hands just to the outsides of your shoulders because you want to bend, when you bend them down, you want them to come down to a 90-degree angle. So keeping your wrists strong, you're just going to bend at the elbows. You're going to bring the barbell down to your chest, and you are going to extend the elbows and push up. So you're going to bend and you'll push up. The whole time you want to keep your core engaged, keep it nice and tight. Straight up, and then straight up. And then when you're finished your repetitions, I will help you put the barbell back onto its support. But for now, I'm just going to bring it down. So then I'm just going to have you move over to left of me, and we're going to do it from this angle. Okay, so we're going to bend and extend, and bend at the elbows, and extend. And so from this position, you should see kind of where you should be properly bringing it down. So just in the center of your chest. There. Okay, and then I'll just have to move over just behind me, and then you can see what the angle of your elbows should look like. So I'll bring up. So you'll see you're going to bend it down to a little bit below 90 degrees so it hits your chest, and bring up. And then from here as well, you can see my wrists are nice and stable. They're not giving out at all with the weight. Extend, and I'll do one more. And extend. Okay, Alan, so we're just going to start just using the barbell. I kind of already have an idea of your upper body strength, so I think this will be good. It's going to set us close to the 8 to 10 repetition range, but not quite. So from there, we'll just slowly add a little bit of weight on. Does that sound good? Okay. So I will help you really quick here. So you can just lift the barbell, and I'll guide you here to the proper position. So your hands are in the perfect spot. Keep your wrists nice and strong. Good. All right. And here. So I've added an extra 5 pounds on here, so this is bringing the total weight of the bar up to 50 pounds. I'm just going to have you do as many as here. If you make it to 10, just stop it. Okay. So here, are you comfortable? There we go. All right. 2, good. 3, good. 4, good. 5, got 3 more. All right. 6, 7. Last one here. 8. Good. All right. I don't think you could have done another one there, hey? Well, that's perfect. That only took us 2 tries to figure out your A1 max, which is awesome. So we have that at 50 pounds. So from here, we're just going to go back to the other side, and I will explain to you a little bit more about what we're going to do with this number. So as an alternative to the bench press, what I'm going to show you how to do is a proper push-up. So kind of the major difference between this and the bench press, it's going to be using all of the same muscles, except it's going to be focused on using your core a lot more, because when you're doing the bench press, you have the bench there supporting you, so you don't have to focus as much on the stabilizer muscles, but the push-ups, you really have to engage your core to keep yourself upright. It's been shown too that push-ups are a direct measure in relation to upper body strength, so as you progress over the weeks with your upper body strength, it's definitely going to show in your push-ups, because you'll be able to do more and more. So, sound good? Okay, so I will just demonstrate this to you really quickly, and then we'll have you do a set. So we're going to do, for women, we do them from the knees. So you're just going to place your hands just to the outsides of your shoulders. Keep your wrists nice and straight. You want to keep your spine in a nice straight line. Hopefully you won't see that through my sweater, but it's nice and straight. You want to keep your head up the whole time. Don't have it up. Don't have it down. Your back shouldn't be like that. Just keep it nice and flat. So what you're going to do, you are going to, oh no, sorry, my apologies. We start down on the ground here. So your hands are just going to be beside your chest, right in line. And then from here, your feet are going to be flat. You're going to engage your core. You're going to press up into a straight line at the top and then bend down. So don't touch your chest to the ground at the end. It should just barely be there. And push up. And down. Make sense? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. So I will properly talk you through that there. We'll just have you. And I always forgot with that one, but that's okay. So yes, we will start there. So your hands should be good, nice and parallel. I'll have you scooch the hands back a little bit more. Perfect. So keep the toes untucked, engage your core, spine nice and straight, and you're going to push up. Awesome. And then lower down. And up and down. Up and down. I just want you to go until you can't do anymore. 5, good. Keep that neck nice and straight. 7, good. 8, good. 9, and we'll get to do one more here. 10, good. So you did really great with our bench press assessment. I'm really happy with how it went. So what I'm going to explain to you now is something called the FIT principle. So what it is just pretty much a set of guidelines that's going to tell you basically what you're working on week to week. So you have committed to 3 sessions per week with me, is that right? Or not with me, sorry, you've done, we're committing to 2 sessions a week with me and then 1 other, is that right? Okay. So what FIT principle stands for, F stands for frequency, I stands for intensity, T stands for time, and the other T stands for tempo. So there's 4 components to it. So the first part is frequency. As we said, you can do 2 sessions a week with me and 1 on your own. So that is going to be your frequency. It's going to be 3 resistance training sessions per week. The second part is intensity. So basically why we did that bench press assessment, we figured out how many repetitions you could do, or no, sorry, how much weight you could push for 8 repetitions. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a calculation for that. For your first couple weeks, we're going to be working at 75% of your 1 repetition max. So basically what that means with that I'm going to do a little bit of a calculation. What it's going to result in, it's going to tell me how many repetitions you're going to be able to do of a certain exercise with a certain amount of weight. So pretty much what it means is the more weight you can do, the less repetitions you can do, and then the more repetitions you can do, the less weight you're going to use, if that makes sense. So we'll be working at 75%. So then that kind of goes into time. What time means is sets, repetitions, and rest. So when you do 75%, you should only be able to do 10 repetitions of the exercise. So that's going to be part of your time. As well, we're going to start for the first 2 weeks, we're just going to do 2 sets of each exercise, and then we're going to give you 2 minutes of rest. And then the last little bit is going to be the type of exercises. So when we're training 3 times a week, we're going to start you with a full body workout since you're a little bit of a beginner to resistance training, which is fine, but we'll build you up to that. So we'll be doing full body workouts, and I'm going to be incorporating bench press. The exercise we just did, we're going to be doing that at least once a week. And then same with push-ups, I'm going to try and incorporate that at least once a week as well. So I know that was a lot of information, but I'm going to write it all down and it'll make a lot more sense, and we'll get started next week.